Hello everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to some Liquor Store Simulator. We got some replenishment to do, but I want to look at the skill tree, or the upgrade tree, whatever, skill tree, come on. See what we need here. So the next thing we can get is probably this one at 1,500. Ooh, actually, we could do this one now. That's pretty good. We got the self-checkout, we can hire other people, expand the market size. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad to get that thing. That's pretty cheap also. Yeah, that's a pretty good expansion right there. Let's look at the bank. We've got a couple days left on the loans. We'll leave that guy in there just to hang out for a bit. We're selling these snacks like crazy. And so replenishing them is kind of a chore. I mean, replenishing this whole store is kind of a chore. I hate that guy going out of order the way he does. It's so obnoxious. It's like I can have him double up on this with me, but it just bothers me. And I might have to find a different time to do the orders and things like that in the replenishment, because maybe that's what's going on. Oof, man, we are really out of the potatoes. Why are we selling potatoes here? Is that like a potato mix or is that chips? I think it's chips, but stupid either way. Priority on the snacks. This game's fucking great. It is so great. Our puppy cola. Puppy cola. Oh, nope. Don't want to do that. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't want that. Thank you. Alright, so we've done the deliveries. Prices are looking good. Don't have a ton of money left, but that's okay. Oh, I just double-fisted the freaking wine. That was crazy. Okay. Get some of these out. We need to update our sales, too. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Or ramp up our sales or something, because, my God, nobody's buying anything in this store. And it drives me crazy. I think also a lot of it had to do with me just not being on the ball with, I'm not sick. I don't know why I keep coughing like that. I think I've just been talking so much over the last few days that it's like my throat's a little tired, a little sore. But yeah, I think me not being on the ball with replacing products and stuff, it's been tough. I'm glad we don't have to clean in this game. God, I hate cleaning in these games. It's just such a mundane task, such a mindless thing we have to do in these. Alright, nice. Okay. Can you stop that, please? Thank you. Bruh, I swear. Sometimes, man. Just trying to do some stuff. Is there... Oh, okay. I thought I left some stuff in the boxes down there. And there's definitely, like, nothing wrong with me just letting the store kind of go. You know, if we go a couple of days without replenishment, it's not really going to matter that much. I won't run out of stuff, and I don't think it matters if you run out of stuff anyway. But there's just something so satisfying about having a nice full store when you open. I think that was the most frustrating thing about retail, is like, I loved when the store was full, looked presentable, looked great. And I cared a lot about it, and not a lot of other people really did. They're just like, yeah, we get paid to do this, whatever. But I'm like, isn't it satisfying to just have a nice full store? You just, you walk in and people get what they want, and you don't have to run around too much. You just, it's just like, you're there to help out. And new store openings and stuff like that, it was like, yo, just do everything the right way, get ahead, and then just maintain. I think it's just when there's sales or like big shopping days that becomes a problem. A little too big to take care of. Because then it's like you're using the same hours you had before, but to do way more work. So I mean, I get that, I guess. Still, it sucks, It's like I just want people to have that mentality of, boy, There's something more than just collecting a paycheck. And like, I know it's, you know, some jobs don't deserve that. Some jobs don't deserve you as an employee, but I just like, I don't know. I used to love it. I used to love when I had this beautiful presentation, you know, especially when I was in the merchandising space. In the back of house operations, same deal. It just was so nice, you know, to say like, hey, I did that, and it's going to make a lot of people's lives easier. I don't know. I think a lot of people have more pride than they let off to in what they do. I think a lot of people just kind of, especially in retail jobs, when you got a mix of ages, I think there's a lot of people that like do care a lot and want to do a good job, and just kind of like, well, I don't want to let that off. Which, it's, you know, really it's not the worst thing in the world either, because, you know, you don't want to let people know, hey, they can walk all over you, give you whatever they want to give you, and then take advantage of you. But if it's a fair, you know, a fair deal, why not? I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but oh my god, I used to hate when people would say it's not my job description. It's like, dude, there's 2 job descriptions, sales associate and freight crew. Like, if you're a sales associate, you take care of the store. And if you're on the freight crew, you take care of the freight. Like, that's all there is to it. Anything that needs to be done is in your job description. I mean, I don't know why that was so confusing to a lot of people. But that happens. I don't know. I guess it's just like people looking for loopholes and stuff like that. Yeah, because my thing is like, dude, you know, as a manager, I wouldn't tell somebody, hey, you gotta do the schedule or something. I mean, that's out of your job description. That you don't get paid for that. You don't have to think about that ever. You don't have to worry about that and what everybody else has doing or going on or looking at the time off calendars. Like, yeah, no, fuck that. And on top of that, responsibility. You don't have to worry about the responsibility. The job might be yours, but the responsibility is not. So, like, if somebody came in and a part-time employee hadn't done what was asked of them, it wasn't like, oh, the store looks like shit because of them. No, it's because you didn't follow up with them. You didn't do a job as a manager and take care of that thing. You know, that store, that task, that whatever. The job description has nothing to do with it, but the responsibility, you know, falls on the manager either way. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, I just always hated that, because I'm like, dude, when I was a sales associate, I came in and I put stuff away. I cleaned. I rang. I helped out with any projects that needed to be done. Like, you know. Now, if I was having to think of projects and stuff, there would have to be explicit, like, hey, if you're on a project team, it's because we're trying to build you up to this level and we want to see how you perform. Okay, fair enough. I can agree to that. But if there's no significant movement, I'm not just going to keep doing that for a year and a half. You know, I'll help out as much as I can, but I'm not going to sit here and lead projects and not get anything for it, you know. Like I say, you know, practicing a couple of times is one thing, and I think that's a good way to develop people. But you think you're just going to get that out of me for years and say, oh, yeah, we're just trying you out? It's like, dude, you've been trying me out for a while now. Luckily, I didn't have a whole lot of that going through the motions at any job. It was always like, yeah, we'll try you out here, and then, you know, I knew what I needed to know in a quick enough time. But there are definitely people out there that are going to say that and try to butter you up and then take advantage of you, and that's just wrong. I try to see, like, you know, no matter where I work or what I do, I try to see all sides of the argument. And I think that's not just a, oh, he's so enlightened kind of thing or whatever. It definitely isn't. It's more just like, I need to understand what I'm dealing with when it comes to people, when it comes to the environment, to learn, like, what I need to know to move up or to help the people that are higher up or to help the people that are just coming in. Understanding is everything. And, you know, it's so much harder to know where anybody's coming from or what's going on or the stress. Like, people don't understand the stress that there is in retail management. Like, it's such a lose-lose situation, because upper management hates you and, you know, tries to come down on you for stuff not getting done. You're the scapegoat. And then, you know, any part-time employees that you lead or teams that you lead hate you because you're trying to get stuff done. So you get nothing but, you know, crap from both sides. And it's like, dude, such a horrible spot to be in. I was a senior assistant manager, So, like, you know, being an assistant manager is one thing, but being a senior assistant manager, so there were 5 levels in the store when it comes to full-time managers. There was the store manager, an associate manager right below them, senior assistant manager, me, and then there was assistant managers and a full-time lead. There were different stores had different full-time leads, but there's at least, you know, usually 1 or 2 full-time leads in the area. And so, you know, like I say, just different levels of management there and different levels of responsibility and caring. Being right in the middle was awful because it just trickled down and trickled up from that point, you know. Oh, the lead and the, you know, the assistant managers aren't getting the support they need. The associate managers are blaming me because this isn't getting that. You know, it's just like, it was just a lot of pointing fingers at people, and it always ended up on my plate. Which I think was by design, you know, because the whole excuse of senior assistant manager was, well, you know, you run the assistant manager's part and keep an eye on that to keep upper management free to do other things. But then upper management, you know, they aren't as visible and seeing things the way you're seeing them. And it's just a whole lot going on and a whole lot that just, you know. There was a lot that I didn't do right, of course. There's a lot I did very well and a lot I didn't do right. You know, depending on what role I was in and everything. And it was, you know, I'm not going to say that it was just, oh, yeah, bad management, bad position. I thought it was pretty good management, actually. Pretty good system we had going, depending on what was happening. But, you know, there's just stuff you can't really control or handle. And it seemed to be the way. Alright, we gotta open this store up, man. This is crazy. Takes 10 minutes just to freaking... 10 minutes just to get the store cleaned up. Actually, you know, let's hire another dude, huh? Can I hire another dude? He can do... I don't know. Is this worth the investment? Let's hire him to work at the self-checkout operator. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if hiring more employees means more people coming in or what, but I can also rotate their breaks, so that'll be good. This way we could also probably maximize our sales, since I was waiting to load them up at the registers and everything like that. We got a couple of buddies in here now, and I like that they're dressed differently, too. They might have, like, the same face, but they definitely are dressed different, which is good. Some of the games, they have employees working and they're just exactly the same. Although, if I had him as a cashier, I wonder if his shirt would change color too. Who knows? This is what I'm saying. Now I just stand around. It's like, what do I do, you know? I guess I'll take over for him when he needs to go on break. I don't know, man. Every situation's different, though. And like I say... If you're in a situation where you got tough people to work with, employee-wise or management-wise or whatever, just try to see it from every angle. You know the situation better than anybody, though. If they're really just being a pain just to be a pain, it's like, it's really not even worth it, you know? It's not worth getting worked up. You got a job, and that's the thing. Like, I was always worried, because I've never lost a job until kind of the last job I was in. And so my whole thing was like, oh, I'm doing well, so I don't want to lose this job. What happens if I lose this job? I don't want to even think about it, you know. So I'm going to just keep working hard, doing my thing. And now it's like, oh, well, just leave it all on the table. What does it matter? You can lose a job. That's a thing that can't happen, you know. Whatever. Yeah, these guys, man. Alright, so what I need to do is buy more glassware. We have a lot of money already. Look at that. More glassware, and I guess I'll put it somewhere either up front or maybe back here. We don't have that store expansion, though, that I think I have in one of my other playthroughs. I could probably send that guy on break now, the self-checkout guy. I don't know. Well, I'll set... I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what would work best. Man, my throat is just always a pain in the ass. Why is it like that? Well, I guess a pain in the throat. Depending on when I record or how long I've been awake or whatever, it's like my nose is all stuffy and messed up. In fact, I don't know, but maybe I have some allergies things happening. Allergies things happening. Let's see. Does anybody need to go on? I'm gonna send. Good God, the self-checkout guy on break real quick, and then I'll take care of this. When he's done, I'll put him as a cashier. Send that guy on break. Oh, hello. 2007. Get the hell out of here. What are you doing? I can't believe. You know, this is me just being me. I guess. I don't know. Like not cool. Not maybe fun at parties, but I don't understand going out of your way to get a fake ID to drink. Like, drinking has never been that appealing to me in the first place. But especially not, like, you know, to go to those lengths. I'm glad that guy finished the transaction. That was pretty cool. They thought about that, man. They actually thought about that kind of stuff. That's cool. Alright, this is good. And then I'll have two guys to run some replenishment and whatnot. 2005. We can't have that. We can't have that. Trying to think of when I can get recording done for more series and stuff. Throw more stuff out there. And really how I want to run it. There's some long-running series. This is kind of one of them, but like Skyrim, for instance, is so long, and Spyro we're back-to-backing, Crash we're back-to-backing, Halo will probably end up back-to-backing, so there's a lot of things like that. You know, this Duke Nukem 3D is going way longer than I anticipated, which is fine. It's been a lot of fun, but I just want to add, you know, more variety to the whole thing. And let me actually make this guy a stock handler. Yeah, he can start replenishing stuff. Yeah, we're almost closed, so he'll be able to finish the day out there. I'll be able to keep an eye on the self-checkout. I could always be replenishing too, but I'm just not for some reason. Yeah, Tammy Florence, you're good to go. See, we're making more money. Flat out, like we are making more money than we did before, so this is definitely a better idea. And it could just be day-to-day operations, like, who knows. But I think that was a good call. Yeah, because we had way less money going into today. And we're now at more money than we had yesterday. So that's good. Whoa. Yep. There you go. Y'all, chill with the freaking ringing my bell. Danny Brook. I wonder if he has any relation to... Well, I was going to make the worst joke in the world. So Phillip Rivers is a quarterback, and his last name is Rivers, so I was going to say Danny Brook because another body of water, and just in the middle of it, I'm like, what an idiot. How can I even think of something like this? How is this even my thought process? What if he's related to somebody with a different last name? But it sounds like a body of water. Come on, fella. Get it together, man. It's not what we came here for. See, I like that I have these kind of in order in the shelves. It's nice. It's real nice. But yeah, I gotta get more. I gotta get more employees. I gotta get more stuff going. We're almost $3,000, dude. We could have probably hit that. Probably pretty damn close. Yeah, look at that. Jesus. Alright, we had some price changes, it looks like. So I can have both of these idiots now replenish the store while... Yeah, while I do this. So we just lost almost $900 in operating expenses. Can you believe that? I think it's just to pay back the loans, though, really. Which we could pay off early now. Look at these daily payments. Yeah, boy, that's kind of brutal. But I can't afford that yet. Do that. We're gonna go look at the bank. I'm gonna change the prices. Let's see, $5.95. We'll do the deliveries next time, and then probably with that money, order some stuff or do some stuff with the store. But yeah, y'all, thank you for hanging out. We're just gonna make some price changes so I don't have to do this next time. A little bit of a okay. What the hell? Ooh, a little bit. It was a little bit of a longer one, but that is a-okay. Because I love hanging out with you guys and I love playing this game. So you know what? It's been nice. I also just recorded earlier today some Super Mario World, and I was raging out of my mind. So you know what? This is a welcome distraction from that. Anyway, guys, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate you so much. Please be well and take care of yourselves.